Howdy everybody, I'm Michael Mass and welcome to this week's edition of the Disney Diner Review, your one-stop shop for everything food and foodie at Walt Disney World. And this week we are going to visit my five favorite breakfasts on property. So why don't you come along with and we'll figure out what those breakfasts are. Before we get started on the 5 breakfasts that I like the best here at Walt Disney World and Magic Kingdom and everything that goes along with, tell me, what are your favorite breakfasts when you visit Walt Disney World? Let me know down here in the comments and let's get started. Right here is a good place to start, and that is the Crystal Palace. The Crystal Palace is one of my favorite character breakfasts on property. You can go in here and you can meet Winnie the Pooh and friends, Piglet, Tigger, as well as Eeyore. It's an amazing eat. Plus, there's only one place on property that you can get the breakfast lasagna, and that is here at the Crystal Palace. So I definitely recommend some Crystal Palace if you are looking for a place to eat. Plus, with all of that, if you schedule those early morning reservations at the Crystal Palace, you can get a picture. Where are we at here? Right here, the castle's behind that tree. You can get a picture with the castle extra early and maybe not have anybody in that photo shot. So let's go on to number 4. Number 4 on my list of favorite breakfasts at Walt Disney World. We are gonna go get on a boat and go to the Trails Inn restaurant. The Trails Inn restaurant over at Fort Wilderness Campground is definitely one of those hidden gems, hidden out of the way, and definitely something you should try. I went there for brunch, but all the breakfast foods are there and it was amazing. Make sure to get over there because this is like the one place you can get that thick cut bacon that was really juicy, really amazing, and I definitely recommend getting over there. There's also a great value for everything you got during the brunch. The brunch is on Saturdays and Sundays, and then breakfast is served every day, Monday through Friday. So if you can't get to breakfast, maybe you can get to that brunch, which was definitely delicious. I'll put the link to that video right up here in the corner so you can check that out. But number 4 on my list is definitely gonna be Trails Inn restaurant. Get over there and get you some of that food. Number three on the list of my favorite breakfast here at Walt Disney World is going to be Toria Al Forno. Toria Al Forno is a character breakfast and probably one of my favorite character interactions, as well as definitely one of my favorite breakfasts on property. You get the Little Mermaid and Eric, and you get Rapunzel and Flynn Rider. So those are really cool interactions. I had great interactions on the time that I went there, as well as this is one of the only character breakfasts that I know of, and I don't think there is another, that you can just order straight from a menu. It's not a buffet, so the food quality is much higher. Now, here's a question about, is it not a buffet or is it a buffet? I have been told, just rumor, that you can order a second of what you want, or if you get the right waiter, you can get extra of this or that. So it's always worth asking somebody in the question. I didn't know this when I went there. I reviewed it. I'll put it right there. I loved it. I had the steak. It was a pretty good steak for a breakfast steak and everything to go along with. I definitely recommend Toria Al Forno as my number 3. This is number 3. Number 3, Toria Al Forno. Get over to the boardwalk and try it out. Or number 2 on my favorites at Walt Disney World, or my top 5 breakfast at Walt Disney World. We have left the confines of the Magic Kingdom and we find ourselves here in the friendly confines of the Polynesian, and we're going to be talking about Kona Cafe over here in the Polynesian. Wow. When it came to breakfast, loved it. What's not to love? The Tonga toast was delicious. Had the Moco Loco, which was amazing. I loved everything about, really about this. Once again, the review is up here in the corner. Definitely check it out. I definitely recommend. The staff was friendly, the food was fresh. I got to get back over here for those macadamia nut pancakes. From what I hear, that is definitely a must on a list, and I definitely need to knock that off my list in the future. So Kona Cafe is my number 2 when it comes to breakfast at Walt Disney World. Before we move on to number 1, let's talk about some people who did not make this list, and I put them on the bottom tier of my breakfast here at Walt Disney World. There are 2 places I would suggest to avoid, and what's funny is one of those places is going to be a lot of people's favorites. I just did not dig Tusker House. Tusker House was definitely amongst one of the few breakfasts that I just really did not like here at Walt Disney World. As well, another one that people definitely recommend, and it's right behind us here, and that's Ohana. Ohana, once again, I just did not dig the Ohana breakfast here at Walt Disney World. I don't know, like, as these other are like way up on my top 5, these are definitely my bottom 2 when it comes to Tusker House and Ohana. I definitely would avoid those. And from the Polynesian to the spot where my number 1 is, I mean, can you tell by what's the scenery behind me where we're at least? We're literally in my favorite resort. Never stayed here. Hopefully one of these I will. One of these days I will. But we're not talking about resorts, we're talking about breakfast. And my favorite breakfast, top 5 favorite breakfast, number 1, right there, Whispering Canyon Lodge. Whispering Canyon Lodge over here at Fort Wilderness Lodge is an amazing, amazing breakfast. Fun, good times. This is another one of those things that are kind of hidden, people don't really think of. But I'll tell you what, you come over here and you get that all you can eat, which I think it was 18 when I had it, it's 19 now, but all you can eat breakfast, served family style. Just bring it out and pour it on the table. You get the Mickey waffles, you get bacon, eggs, sausage, biscuits and gravy, everything you could think of when it comes to our breakfast, right here at Whispering Canyon Lodge. I definitely recommend it. If the base level, all you can eat part of it is good, I would think the rest of it would be really good. And I'll tell you what, you get a lot of bang for buck here. This is probably my top value breakfast on property, my number 1 value breakfast right here. I mean, $19 for all you can eat. No, you're not getting any characters, but guess what? You're getting a ton of value when it comes to breakfast here at Whispering Canyon Lodge. And the setting is really fun. Please just try to ask for ketchup. I dare you, double dare you. Ask for ketchup here at Whispering Canyon Lodge. You'll have a good time. I definitely love me some Whispering Canyon Lodge. So let's go down those 5. We started over in the Magic Kingdom with the Crystal Palace. Number 4, we took the boat right on over. Actually, we stayed in the Magic Kingdom to talk about it, but we take the boat over to Trails Inn. Then we go over to the boardwalk in Toria Al Forno, the character breakfast there. Number 2, we would have taken the boat across from Magic Kingdom to Kona. And then technically you could take the boat here and eat at Whispering Canyon. Literally 4 out of 5 of these breakfasts are within a stone's throw of Magic Kingdom or in Magic Kingdom. What are your favorite breakfasts here on property? Please let me know down below. I hope you've really enjoyed this program, and I hope this plans your next trip better and better, so you'll know exactly where to eat when it comes to breakfast. I definitely recommend all of these spots. And like I said, hope you enjoyed the show. If you did, please hit that like button right down there. I'm gonna walk out of here as we're going. Whispering Canyon over here for Wilderness. But hit that like button, and if you've already subscribed and you've already hit the like button, but you're not getting notified, please hit that bell down there. You'll get notified of all. Wow, the sunny. It is really sunny out here. I am gonna get out of here. I hope you have enjoyed this program. I think I've said that 3 times now, but I really hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you for your time. Here's to life. P.S. I forgot to mention, no Disney Dining Review next week. I hope you're not sad. Actually, if you are sad, I'm sorry. I apologize. It's kind of nice that you're sad and you miss me. But I will be back in 2 weeks. Be back the 1st of June, as I am traveling from Florida all the way to Las Vegas in that time period. But I've been filming lots of special things for the summer, and I have a special surprise for the whole month of June. So I definitely invite you to come along on that journey.